Hi guys, it's the Arty Gamer back again for another video in our channel. Of course, grab your teas, grab your coffees and maybe a little bit of food. And let's do this. Right then guys, and you know how this works. Let's take a sip of black coffee before we begin today's show. Come on, join me. Spot on, and of course going on my Crash Bandicoot coaster there. And yes guys, if you're new around here and you are into gaming retrospectives, complete and box experiences, art and graphic design, and of course a whole load of gaming nostalgia, then yes, you are so in the right place over here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to the video if you haven't already. And yes guys, if you can handle the Arty Gamers mess, madness and a lot of chaos, then definitely consider popping on your notification bell, held up by tails there, so you know when my next video goes live. Well, today we're actually just going to do a complete 360 and jump back into the original Xbox today, because with the recent, I would say,
tragic, horrendous news
of PlayStation just basically cancelling all physical media, I thought, you know what, let's just have a little bit of a breather of PlayStation this week and have a little bit of a look at some other consoles. And we're going to be deeping and diving into the original Halo for the original Xbox today. So yes, that is exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a complete unbox experience of that today. So let's just bring it to the camera here. Oh yes, baby, look what I've got my hands on. So for those of you that don't know, I actually run a gaming club every other Friday. It's really, really fun. We get all the retro consoles out and stuff like that. And I, host a really awesome gaming club, and we have lots of games that come into our club, lots of donations, but I do have to keep them 12 below with the age rating, and every so often I do get a game that may just creep up there, and unfortunately that game cannot be put into the club. What they often say is, oh well, I just want to get rid of it anyway, and you've got the batch now, you might as well take it. And I'm like, oh, right, okay, well, what I'll do is I'll take it to CEX, trade it in, and then I'll get a voucher, and then I can get some other games for the club of an appropriate age rating, and that sometimes is the case. But on the odd occasion, if I get a really nice one, and it is in pristine condition, with manual, with slips, with everything going for it, whatever game that might be, of course I'm going to show it to the camera first, guys, for the show, before I trade it in. And this is very much something that I would love to do today. Now, today is Monday, and actually normally I do a bit of a story time here on the channel, where actually I take one of my retro games and look at the manual and have a little bit of a read of the opening story in some of these manuals, because I tell you what, some of them are really, really gripping. But just because I've had a bit of a busy week, I've just had to flip a few videos around today. So I probably will do my story time tomorrow. And you never know, if there's a really nice compelling piece in this one, then this might make a reappearance tomorrow as well for story time. So yeah. But if you are new around here and you don't know what a complete unbox experience addition to my channel is, well, this is where we have a look at the front of the cover, we have a look at the back, we have a look at the disc, of course we talk about the gameplay, if I have played or not, of course, then we'll have a little look at the manual and any slips, and just take a look at the general art and graphic design that is involved in the whole package here. What could inspire you to get arty-farty and creative? And of course I will just let you know when there will be a good time to screenshot the video, and then you might want to take that screenshot away and of course maybe have a go at drawing something yourself, because yes, it is the Arty Gamer over here and that's what we like to do, don't we? So guys, join me for the ride. Let's just take a sip of coffee. It's going to be a really long one today, I can feel it, because this is a fantastic copy, I tell you. So let's just take a sip of beautiful coffee, guys. Come on, join me. Baby. Okay, so here we go. What the hell is this front of the box art telling me before I jump into the game? Because yes, I would like to have a little bit of a dabble with it before I just hand it in as well. Never played Halo before, so I mean, I'm not going to be able to complete it from start to finish in the little time that I have with it, but I would love to just give it a little play, especially this original one here. So, oh my God. Let's just take a look at the front cover here. So, forgive me, guys, just said it. I have never played Halo before. I haven't been an Xbox person until I basically started up this gaming club that I've got, and we actually just had some retro consoles come in, and some of them being Xbox, the original one, and we have the 360. And yet, even with these games, especially with the age rating that I've got to consider, we've had no Halos come in up until now. So even with a little bit of an experience with Xbox, I've never played the classic for the console. So yeah, this is very much me going like, what the hell is this box art telling me as a new person jumping in or would like to play Halo? So here we go. We have, I assume, the main protagonist, and I'm assuming they have actually got a name. I actually don't know, but even so, I think this character looks really, really awesome. I absolutely love that lovely iconic green that really represents Xbox as a whole. So I think that is really cool. The suit is just really shining that green as well, actually. Just the glints here on the lovely sunlight, or the jets and the explosions just behind him. Just, yeah, trickling over that suit there, which I think really draws the eye to the main protagonist, which I think is really lovely. Gun in hand, and then actually we do have a few other little subtle characters just dotted around, whether it be humans or it looks like, yeah, spacecraft. I don't know, is it a bit of a mix of human and what is it, like mech suits and stuff like that? Potentially just what I'm getting from this box art here, but is really cool. Do forgive me, this is a classics edition, so I'm assuming there are beautiful copies out there that don't actually have this kind of classics border. It is just one big swoop of a fantastic art piece. So, you know, I would have loved to have shown that to you guys today, but unfortunately it's just a sectioned out small rectangle here with just a bit of green. But anyway, kind of this is what we've got. So it is shrunk, so it is kind of hard to tell what is going on there. But yeah, definitely looks like we've got people in big suits, mech suits maybe, spacecraft, but it doesn't look kind of like modern day spacecraft. This looks like futuristic spacecraft as well. Judging by this suit, you know, it is very futuristic as well, I would say. So that's really cool as well. I'm going to be diving into kind of future modern war maybe, which is really cool. Am I moving to different planets as well? Is this interplanetary? Is that even a word? But that's cool. I don't know, but I am kind of giving a bit of a space vibe from this as well, judging by the suits and the way the lasers are kind of like darting down there. It just looks very kind of like alien as well, which is really cool. And you know what I love the most about this box art here? It is almost like it is hand painted, which I think is really beautiful. Whether it is, I don't know. But I tell you what, the vibe that I'm getting from there is really, really authentic. It is a really, really authentic and I would say retro vibe that this has gone for here. It really does look like it is hand painted. It doesn't really look like it is an actual character model from the game itself. But you know what? And you know where I stand on that, guys, actually. I love it when games actually just take the character models from the game rather than giving an artist's interpretation of what it should look like. Or, I tell you what, I hate it when they use kind of like real life models or actors to portray their main protagonist in the game. But, you know, something like this, I actually really, really do dig. It is just beautiful, actually. And I really don't mind that an artist has gone away and kind of interpreted what it looked like with this kind of like painting look. So yeah, really nice. But, you know, apart from that, there isn't too much else to look at in this box art. It is very much just the main protagonist, lovely blue sky, a lot of green, of course, and then just kind of like one little character model down there, and then just a few kind of like flying spaceships. So it does leave the gamer wondering, what the hell am I going to be experiencing in this game? The box art doesn't really give too much away, but the way the box art is presented here, I don't really mind that. I quite like the mystery and the wonder behind it. So yeah, it has done well, I would say, to intrigue me. But I think this would be one of those things where if I was actually purchasing this back in the day, I would really have to take it off the shelf and have a look at the back. But it's done its job, hasn't it? It's kind of made me think about it, made me look, and I'm like, right, okay, I will pick this off the shelf and take a little look at the back, which is what we will do in a minute. But let's just take a nice chance to have a little look at the overall aesthetics of the Xbox, the original box here, because yeah, this is something that we don't really cover on the channel. We don't really cover much of the original Xbox actually. So we do have a nice big thick banner there. That is really nice, very representative of the PlayStation 2 boxes that we see actually, with a big thick banner. I quite like it though, weirdly. I mean, I don't really have anything against the PlayStation 1 big thick banner there, but you know, I would like it maybe to be a little bit smaller to, of course, let more of that artwork shine through. But you know what, I think there's just a little bit more grit to the Xbox logo and the look. It just looks a little bit more edgy than the PlayStation 2 logo. So I actually quite like it. It just kind of gives it a little bit more of a badass feel to it, and it really just represents the artwork that has gone into this piece really well. Again, forgive me, this is a classics box. So the artwork isn't filling the full box. I understand that. So we have got kind of like green accents over here, and I'm assuming this is kind of the same that you would get with a Platinum's edition, for example, on the PlayStation 2. And again, I don't know, I'm not an Xbox collector, but that is the kind of understanding here. I'm assuming this is kind of Xbox's way of going, yeah, this is a PlayStation classic, you know, that kind of thing, and it's a Platinum's edition. But yeah, there we go. I really do like the big old logo for Halo as well. That is really nice. Again, really gritty, really edgy, very sci-fi, and I would say spacified as well. That's a word that I often like to use here, isn't it? So that's really cool. Okay, well, yeah. Oh, I've just noticed as well, that's cool. We've got some sort of like big truck there as well. So I'm assuming we're going to be like driving these big old trucks with people shooting things out the back as we progress through the game. Didn't notice that there, but that's really cool. But yeah, apart from that, just mountain ranges and stuff like that. So yeah, it really does get me questioning and thinking, okay, well, I'm going to pick this up and take a look at the back, and that's exactly what we're going to do now, of course. So let's just take a sip of coffee and join me in already. Yeah, it's looking great, actually. So here we go. And of course, guys, we'll head over into the kind of the art studio there, where we can provide a bit more of a better lighting over this, so we can really have a look at the front and the back, and of course the manual in a little bit more clarity. But these are just my like initial first impressions looking at the box before we do head over there. But yeah, here we go. So this is the back then. So we have a nice back of the box here, lots going for it, lots of information, but in with that information there's some fantastic art pieces, and again, it does look like they have gone down this almost painted look. Now, I don't think these are, I do think these are maybe kind of like actual inbuilt screenshots from the game itself and character models, but it does still give like a speckly effect that this is like a painted art piece, which is actually really nice, and I think it complements the front really well. But yeah, look, here we go. We've got some sort of big truck again, so okay, now I can see there's going to be lots of exploration on truck and shooting and firing from behind there. Are we going to be able to play two-player? Somebody's driving the truck and then the other person is sat in the back there shooting all the enemies away, potentially, but that looks really cool there. I love how this is a really nice big juicy screenshot, and then other ones are just subtly placed around the side there. That is absolutely fantastic. They have really thought about this beautiful box art actually to make it an artistic piece rather than just kind of like, yeah, there's a screenshot, oh cool, I hope that's selling the game for you, because no, they have really thought about this. So not only do we have one big beautiful art piece, we've got a nice big screenshot here, and then more further down they really have made use of this back of the box, considering this is a classic box as well. Could you imagine what it would be like if this was the real deal and this was the original case where the artwork is from top to bottom on both sides? I tell you what, it would be absolutely fantastic to get my hands on that, because this is something I would is now sitting up there with one of the best box arts I've definitely seen as I've done the channel here. Yeah, there is a lot going for it. It is really, really lovely. But of course, so action, yeah, wow. I mean, it definitely gives you an array of understanding of what kind of guns we're going to be using here. So I'm assuming kind of like basic ones, but also kind of like lasers. Wow, and what is that? Okay, I'm having to double take that. Yeah, another kind of like spaceship thing going on there. I don't know. I would say these ones at the bottom are a little bit smaller. I am kind of having to squint to go like, okay, what exactly is that? But I'm not complaining. I really, really am not complaining. Maybe it would have been nice to just have this lovely art piece here, and maybe just 3 big screenshots just swooping down in more of like an L shape rather than these 3 ones here. They are a little bit small, but nevertheless they are there and they look really nice actually. So yeah, again, a lot going for this. I really do like the back of the box here. Text isn't too much actually, so that's good. It looks like they have put a lot of that in the manual, and I can tell you what I think they have, because this is a really lovely beefy manual. So yeah, I can't wait to show you that, guys. And the art in there is brilliant, full color. They really have gone to town by creating a fantastic complete and box experience with this. Okay, yeah, not too much more to be said about the back there. It just looks like you're going to have a fun, action-packed time shooting down really awesome enemies in mech suits, in cars. Looks like you're going to have an array of different guns to explore and take down enemies in different ways. So yeah, a really nice back of the box. Just again gives you a little bit more information from just the front there, which I think is great. Let's open this bad boy up then, and we'll take a look at the disc. So yeah, here we go. Let's just give it the artsy gamer. Pop. And yeah, here we go. And you know what I'm going to say, guys. This isn't a straight copy and paste, which is absolutely fantastic. Again, this is really sitting up there with one of the best, I would say, complete and box experiences I've done for the channel so far. And we've only just come off the front and the back there. So let's just bring this disc a little bit closer now. Oh, okay. It isn't a press. It isn't a press, guys. It's just a little bit of a pick. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that. Felt like I was breaking the disc there, but anyway, okay, so yeah, here is the front of the disc here, and really nice. It is a lovely, smooth art piece, full print, full color on here, and again, it isn't a straight copy and paste, which is nice. It does look like maybe they have taken, yes, I think it is, just the element there from the back of the box, but I don't mind that. It's cool, and still it is a little bit different, and they have thought about the placement of it as well. They haven't just slapped it right in the middle there for that hole to disturb the artwork at all. No, the lovely, what is that? I don't even know what it is. This big, awesome
kind of machine thing
you can drive is just subtly off to the side there, which is nice. They have thought about the placement really, really well here. Logo just at the bottom there. Iconic Xbox logo at the top there. That's really cool. Again, just looks really awesome. Xbox know how to put like a really awesome box art together. I will give them that. And I tell you what, the disc here as well is really living up to that standard. Really nice, lovely blues, lovely greens again to just complement the whole of the front and the back of the box. Really nice. And again, it just gives you that little bit extra. You're like, okay, all right, look at this kind of big car that I'm going to be driving now. I can't wait to drive this. Let's pop this in my Xbox and go. So yeah, really nice. Of course, we will just give it the artsy gamer flip, and let's just try and get all you down the camera there. I think I've got you. I think I've got a kind of a little bit of a different setup with camera now, so I'm not quite sure if I actually ever get you down the camera there. But anyway, all you down there, yes, if you are enjoying what you are seeing here today and you would like to support my channel, then definitely consider giving this channel a like, and of course subscribe away to my overall channel. And guys, I just would like to give you a little bit of information in regards to the subscriptions. Some people have actually asked or think that you have to pay to just subscribe to become a subscriber of somebody's channel. You actually don't. No, it's completely free. All you need to do is just hit the subscribe button and you're a subscriber, and then it'll just give you, I don't know, more of a chance to see a lot of my stuff when I upload. And of course, if you do hit the notification bell, then yeah, you'll just get a little notification on your phone or wherever you watch my videos, just to let you know when the next video has gone live. But becoming a subscriber on my channel, no, it is completely free, and you don't need to be a YouTube premium holder either. So yeah, I would love to see you subscribe. Thank you. All right then, so yes, here we go. This is the disc. This is the beautiful box. This is Halo. And what the hell has this kind of made me think about the game, just by looking at the lovely art and graphic design and what has been used to kind of bring that game in to pick it off the shelf. And I'm talking about back in the day, because, you know, these days, guys,
They ain't doing physical media anymore, are they?
Well, I tell you what, just by looking at the front here, the back, and what I've just said, this looks like a really awesome shooter. Now, I don't know if it's first or third person. I would love it to be third person because the mech suit looks absolutely brilliant and I would love to see it in its full glory of it running around in the levels. I think that would be really, really cool. But again, forgive me, never played, so I don't know. But that is the vibe that I want. It does give me a shooter, but I would like it to be third person. Maybe if it is third person, I think it'd be really cool to kind of give it like a bit of a helmet look, like all the instructions and the information are like in the helmet, and you're finding your path with instructions just coming down, like, oh, this is the route over here, or oh, your next mission is over there, and you kind of got this big visor on. Again, that is the kind of vibe that I'm getting if it is going down the more first person route. Just by looking at that visor there, that is the vibe that I'm getting. But it also looks like, I don't know, is it kind of Metroid Prime, Metroidvania kind of vibe? Because that's again the kind of the suit thing that I'm getting. Are we going to be shooting like really weird, obscure aliens as we're going through this, or is it very much just like human to human combat? Again, I don't know, because it does kind of like hold back with a lot of kind of like the enemy types that you'll be shooting here. But nevertheless, it looks really cool. It looks like you've got a mixed range of weapons that you're going to be using as well to take out your enemies. So that's really cool because, like I said, we've got like laser stuff here, almost like explosions. And again, I tell you what, you know this kind of big cart here with the guns and stuff. This is really giving me Jack and Daxter vibes on one of, I mean, maybe it's Jack 3, I can't remember now, but like you're kind of like driving around the desert and then you're kind of like shooting out these enemies. That was really cool. And again, that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting here. So is it a little bit kind of like open zoney? Are there kind of like open zones that you need to explore in your car to move and progress to the next section of the game? I don't know, but again, that is kind of the vibe that I'm getting just by looking at this fantastic box art here. But overall, I think it's going to be a really fun, interactive game. I think it has got a really awesome storyline as well, so that's really cool, and I love like a linear storyline progression, and I think that is again the style that it's going for here. I don't think it is very much like open world, but then again, it is an Xbox original, so those kind of games, those kind of like open world games are very, very rare for that kind of time, if any. So I mean, I'm assuming it's very like a linear progression path, but that is very much me. That is my style of game. I love that. So yeah, that is kind of the gameplay elements that I think this game is exploring just by looking at the front and the back there. But of course, guys, yes, this is the moment that you've all been waiting for. Let's head over into the art studio and we can take a look at this fantastic art piece with advertisement slips and all. I'll see you over there. Okay then, so here we are set up in the art studio just so we can provide a little bit more better lighting over this piece here. And of course, I will just briefly show you again the front, the back, and the disc. So here we go. Here is the front of Halo. Look how badass it is. And again, just as I bring it a little bit closer to the camera there, you can just about see the other little bits and bobs that are going on in the background. Like I said, I did miss that big cart there, but yeah, there it is. And of course, there is that other person there just shooting away. And those are just kind of these flying machines at the top there as well. Oh, really lovely actually, and they do stand out quite nicely against that lovely blue hazy sky there. Very, very beautiful. Of course, this is the classics case, so Xbox, and then way
Way!
2 seconds. It's never not see a video as if something doesn't go wrong. I'm keeping that in, that's bloody funny. Yeah, so of course it's a classics there. Let's take a look at the spine then, and yes, okay, so they haven't actually taken the font and the text there from Halo. They have just gone for a basic font there as well, and that is seen across PlayStation 2 games as well. So it wasn't until the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 era where we started to just see the actual font and the logo make an appearance on the spine, but I was interested to see that there. Okay, moving on to the back then, and again, this is just what we've seen. Lovely big screenshots, art piece filling the whole back here. absolutely tremendous. This is exactly what I want to see from a back of a box. Wow, definitely up there with one of the best back of the boxes I've ever seen on the channel, at least. Lots going on, lots to entice the gamer, screenshots here, there, and everywhere, and I love the big art piece that most of the screenshots are resting on. Let's just open this up then, and of course we have the disc there. Oh, really, really beautiful piece there actually, and again a lovely print there as well. No fogged out grey, blue or green. It very much is a full colour piece there. Very, very nice. Of course then, okay, so we are definitely going to be moving on to the manual here. I tell you what, full package, slips and all, so let's just remove this here. Now you know what I'm going to say. I really do love the front of this as well, because they have gone out of the way to create a different art piece for the manual. It is not a straight copy and paste from the front, the back, or the disc. It's a completely separate art piece, which is beautiful. Not too much going on, though, I do have to say. I think it would have been nicer maybe if we had just got another lovely element of that mech suit, that green lovely buzz to it. But it is just a black thing with a little bit of space there, a little bit of planet. Is there some sort of like compass thing going on in the middle there? That's quite cool. Oh, actually, is it like some sort of like space thing there as well? Is that some sort of spaceship coming through with, yeah, like another kind of piece there of the Earth? I was just about to say, was it just folding onto the back there? It doesn't, well, I'll say Earth, some sort of planet there. Quite hard to make out what is actually going on with this art piece here for the front. As I was just saying, like, oh, actually, no, is it some sort of spaceship? No, it just looks like it's coming in front of another planet there. It's not until you look at it a little bit closer where you start to just make it out. But I do think, yeah, I think they could have maybe done something a little bit better there. But nevertheless, I am really not complaining because it is really nice. It does really highlight the Halo logo there, which is really awesome. Just before I start that though, look, we do have slips. So not too sure what this is. Is this health and safety warnings? Okay, maybe just a bit more information about Microsoft, which is cool, nice. If it comes with it. That is adding to the complete box experience. I mean, we're not going to go over this today, but I will just pop that back in the box there. But it is really nice to have it in pristine condition as well. Of course, look at this though, guys. Woo, baby! Okay, I mean, wow. I mean, come on. We will be definitely having a look at this in a, whoa! Guys! Oh, wow. You know what, guys? You know what? I don't know if to save, this is so beautiful. I don't know if to save this for maybe tomorrow's video. This is beautiful. You know what, guys? I'm going to leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger. We're not going to look at this today. This is going to be a two-part series. Two-part series, guys. Absolutely. This is too much to cover in one video. It'll give you more the reason to stay tuned and come back to the Artsy Gamer. There we go. We're going to explore this tomorrow. Wow, baby. Okay. We're going to explore this manual today. Okay, so manual is in pretty good condition. Only a few little tears. I'm very happy with this, actually. Very, very beefy, very, very thick, and a lot to look at. So here we go, guys. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Just enjoy. So full color manual here, resting on a really beautiful, tranquil backdrop throughout. Really great. So a great start. Of course, you're just going to get all the basic information as well. Let's just take a little bit of a look at this, because we don't often see the original Xbox here, do we, on the Artsy Game? I don't really cover it too much. So there is the original Xbox there. I do like how it is an actual full picture. It isn't just kind of like a blueprint sketch. God, that was quite hard to say there. Blueprint sketch of what it could look like or is like. No, it's kind of like a full picture there. Lovely, big, fat boy, the Duke, I think people like to say. But yeah, there is the Xbox controller in its full glory. Wow, what a big beast that was. Whoa. And again, let's just hold that up there. Really nice to look at. Ooh. Nice, okay. Now, wow, yes, here we go. So, story so far. So, I mean, okay, story so far. So, yeah, This looks brilliant. This definitely deserves a story time at some point. Whether or not I do it tomorrow or combine it with looking at this, I don't know. We'll just see how time permits. But looks like we've got a great opening story. Brilliant. That's exactly what you want to see from a manual. But we're here today to just take a look at the art. So, whoa, okay, so now I'm getting a bit of an understanding. This does look very spacified. We are flying through space, which I think is absolutely awesome. I love it because are we going to be landing on alien planets with really obscure enemy types? Probably so. And look at this. So is this our spaceship? Is this the spaceship that is seen on the front here? Probably so. But just look at that. I think that is really, really awesome. And go on then, guys. Yeah, let's hit it. Let's hit it. First screenshot of the day. Take it away. Yeah, just take a moment to take a look at that. I mean, I don't know if people are into kind of like drawing this kind of stuff, but I'm here for anyone really who is involved and interested in art, graphic design, and take their time to draw stuff either on paper or on the computer. So, you know, this might spark your fancy. Spark your fancy, tickle your fancy, whatever. But yeah, really, really nice here. Okay, then again, just some basic UI information, main screen and stuff like that, but just take a look at the beautiful backdrop that all the text is resting on, even down to the border around it. You know, lovely blue kind of visor kind of look to it, which is awesome. And then, whoo, okay, character models, here we go. That's pretty cool. I do like the kind of big chunky character models that they've got there. That's really nice. Ooh, and then is this the crew? Is this the crew? Wow, yeah, that is really, really awesome. I love that. And you know what? Go on, let's screenshot. Yeah, just take a screenshot of that because, again, quite busy, quite messy, but it might give you a little bit of an understanding or might provide some nice inspiration if you wanted to just kind of get like a group of character models together. Maybe not necessarily these guys, but just the way they are positioned, the way they are kneeling, some are standing, and just the overall look of the placement of them might help inspire you create some sort of piece like that. I don't know, whether it be some caricatures of your friends, for example. I don't know, in a really awesome stance there. So that is really cool. Looks like it's the crew. So yeah, really nice. Okay, let's flick this over and then, whoa, okay, yes. All right, then now is definitely the time to screenshot. Okay, let's start with these two. So yeah, this looks really great. So are these the enemies? Wow, so now I'm getting a really big picture that these are aliens and we are about to just take them out. Really, really awesome. Whoo, baby. Yeah, wow. Okay, and let's have a little look on this one. And again, just screenshot away, guys. Whoo! I love this one here. Look at that, guys. Wow, there's some really awesome pieces in this. I will just hold that nice and steady for you to, of course, take a look at. Screenshot. I don't know. Do what you need to do, guys, but these are really awesome character models here, aren't
they? Damn, oh damn.
Yeah. And it looks like the backdrop has slightly changed now, which is cool. So it isn't just the same backdrop throughout that the text and the pictures are resting on. It looks like it has had a subtle change now, which is lovely. Oh, this is really providing the full works, isn't it? Whoa. Ooh, okay, nice. So is this the suit itself? Okay, screenshot away, guys. Because you never know, that could really help inspire you. Maybe, yeah, again, going on to that friend kind of caricature stuff. Could you put one of your friends in one of these mech suits as a little birthday card or something? I don't know, but whoo, lots of inspiration to be had in here. And okay, it does look first person, judging by the screenshots here, but I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Love the gun here. Whew, okay, let's keep moving it on. Okay, just some more text there. Again, backdrop has changed again. Second to none, guys. Second to none. Yeah, really great. Okay, are these the weapon types, maybe? I'll just hold them a little bit closer there. Whoa! Melee fighting, human weapons. Yeah, really, really beautiful. Lovely 3D models as well that are used. Oh, just absolutely spot on. More weapons here. Again, I will just hold them there. Maybe just a little bit too small to screenshot, but you know, you can get an understanding of the guns here, what you can use, how to take people out, what guns are best to use on different enemies. Backdrops changed again. Really, really awesome manual here. And it just keeps providing. It just keeps providing. Wow, guys. This is a brilliant manual. And it just saddens me to know, after the announcement of PlayStation, to know that, yeah, that we're just pieing physical media in the face. We are not doing it anymore. And it's just times like this where you're like, damn, you know, take me back to when we had these beautiful manuals to just have a little look at, to just whet your appetite before you jump into the game, or during the game if you're a little bit stuck. You're like, right, okay, let's get the manual out. Let's see what we've got to do. You know, I'd do it with my dad all the time. I have great memories of that when we were playing Splinter Cell and we were a little bit unsure. Right, let's get the manual out. Let's find out which bit we're on. How do we navigate to this menu? What gun should actually be best to take out these kind of enemies? How do I do the split stance? Back to the manual we go. You know, it's just times like that that I'm really gonna miss. And I have been missing probably since the release of PlayStation 4, where yes, of course you did get a physical copy, but you know, where were the manuals? Nowhere to be seen. Very much just disc and maybe an advertisement slip. And then these days, you don't even get any advertisement slips. So I can see why they've just been reducing the experience of completing boxes for years now. And I you know, the time has come. The time has come. Again, I'll just, keep chatting while we just kind of, go on to this text here. But if we do get into a world of, no physical media and it is just codes in boxes or potentially just gift cards, like, you know, you're in Asda or whatever and you go to the gift card section and damn right by your Domino's pizza card, you've got, I don't know, the next God of War game. Like, I mean, I would hate to think that, but it's probably where we're going to go. I would still get the card. And I would just build up a collection of cards. That is my next thing. That's what I will have to do. I will build up a collection of game cards and do it that way, because surely there'll be maybe a small art piece on there to just have a little bit of a look at, potentially. I'm hoping so. And just get a card box, and that's the only way I'll be able to collect. I mean, the card will be worthless, obviously, because the code has been used, but at least it's something to hold, at least it's something to have to build a little bit of a collection. But here we go. There is the Duke again. Woo! Go on, let's just screenshot that. Why not? You know, maybe that might inspire you to draw something really cool. I don't know, maybe in the middle with that big Xbox logo, I don't know, you actually draw something like a Crash Bandicoot or a Sonic or something like that within the circle of the Duke there, potentially. So again, lots of inspiration to be had throughout this manual. And there we go. That was the full works of this manual here for Halo, baby. Oh my God. And we didn't even touch on this, but
baby, oh baby,
this is something else. Let's just take a quick look at the back of this. Wow. Just look at all those different games that you could explore on Xbox, baby. Wow, oh wow. And we're not going to cover this today. We're gonna do a separate video on this. We're gonna take our time and have a look, because I think this does deserve a video in itself. Whether or not I tie it into story time, I don't know. But there is too much art to just quickly flick through this. So stay tuned, guys, stay tuned. Anyway, I will meet you back in the main studio. Oh, all right then. Sorry, I've just had a sip of coffee without you guys. How rude. Anyway, that was our complete unboxed experience of Halo here for the original Xbox, can you believe? I had a really fun time having a look at those lovely screenshots involved with that. I thought they were really, really beautiful. And of course, definitely a 2-part, maybe even a 3-part series with this fantastic piece. Of course, I would love to read you the story that is involved with this, but of course, sorry, I can't even get my words out. I'm that excited about this because, of course, art writing is
Art writing.
art writing. I think it's because I didn't take a sip of coffee with you guys. Let's just do it together. Let's just do it together. Baby, because story writing is an art form in itself, and of course I would love to preserve that for the channel as well. So yeah, and of course that lovely advertisement slip, we've definitely got to take a look at that too. So yes, oh my gosh, yeah, definitely a lot of chaos today, hasn't it, babe?
Bib, bib, my bib, bib, bib,
I'm
bib.
gonna shut up now, guys. I'm gonna shut up.
I'm gonna love and leave you. Have a fantastic and wonderful day. I am the Artsy Gamer. Over and out.